A long time ago, I posted a Game Room Ideas video all about my personal console and game storage solution. You see, my living area is too modest to accommodate having every system I own hooked up simultaneously, so at a certain point I need to take the oldest hardware out of rotation and put it, and perhaps its games, into storage. Over the course of this video, I show a variety of different plastic storage totes that I use for this purpose. But throughout that entire original video, I never mentioned cardboard boxes, even once, and I think that may have been a disservice. One of my goals for this channel is to give a sense of empowerment to starting collectors, especially those who may not be as affluent as others. So if the message of that video was interpreted as, you should spend your hard-earned money buying dozens of plastic totes, well, I can imagine that perception being frustrating to the very people I'm most trying to help. There is, no doubt, an air of prestige to plastic storage bins when compared to the humble cardboard box, but I hope to make the point that each has its situational advantages. Before I developed my console storage solution, all of my overflow systems were in cardboard boxes actually. The boxes didn't bother me. My main problem with this was that all of them were of random dimensions. Without similar sizing, they wouldn't stack neatly or store efficiently, and that was the problem these totes solved. That video was published in 2014, but I started that storage system at least 10 years prior to that, very nearly 20 full years ago, and it is still serving me well, but I never stopped looking for help storing my ever-burgeoning collection, and oftentimes that help comes in the form of cardboard boxes. To find a good selection of quality boxes, for a while I was stuck on the idea of file storage boxes from the office supply stores. While they tend to have a variety of sizes and tend to be high quality, I was never very enthusiastic about their prices. In this category, I often notice cardboard box prices that are higher than plastic box prices. But I'd totally neglected shipping and especially moving boxes. These boxes can be found very inexpensively and are a great way to build a storage solution of similarly sized containers, even on a tight budget. And it's no secret you can often amass a stockpile of cardboard boxes for free if you simply ask at your favorite grocery or convenience stores or other local shops. But you may need to put in a little extra effort. Ask to see if they have any boxes to give, but also inquire about their delivery schedules. Coordinating with my main gas station is how I got a lot of the boxes that are in my garage right now, but be ready for a few drawbacks. You won't be able to guarantee that every box will be in perfect condition, and many will be emblazoned with product images and logos. And it may take some time to get a lot of boxes, especially if you are only needing specific sizes. While working towards your storage goals, it's important to have a thorough understanding of your needs. Make a list of what you want to store, take detailed measurements, keep a note in your phone if you must, and if you find something that works really well for you, focus on getting more of that one thing. I found this is a super important tip as things always change over time. Even my beloved hinged lid totes were discontinued in that size just a few years after I bought the last few I wanted. In my youth, I was satisfied with accepting whatever sturdy cardboard boxes I could find. This was how I ended up with my first mishmash of console boxes. Even if it wasn't perfect, it at least worked for a while, but eventually I learned to be more selective. I measured the storage shelves I bought from my garage to determine what box sizes I was looking for. It's very situational, but broadly speaking, I prefer to have many smaller boxes rather than one large box of the same size. Smaller boxes can provide a lot more flexibility and make retrieving items so much easier than diving to the bottom of a large box, plus there's the issue of weight. Large boxes need to be sturdier to hold up to the weight of its contents to be useful, and in a big box, items on the bottom may be crushed by the weight of everything else above them. So I took my measurement and divided that area into 6 hypothetical boxes, 3 boxes across by 2 boxes high. By using this as a blueprint, I kept a watch out, and before long I found a box that not only fit the profile, but became one of my favorite storage boxes. It doesn't seem like much, but look how perfectly this box stores DS-sized cases, for instance. This also translates to CD jewel cases in NES games too. My Sterilite tote purports to be good for DVDs, but it can only hold about 26. This is mostly owing to its rounded internal corners and tapered sides, which is common in plastic storage and can cost a lot of storage potential. By sheer coincidence, my box is very nearly the same size, but can hold over 30% more. A cardboard box's parallel sides and 90-degree corners give you every bit of storage space available. I have several sections of my garage shelving lined with these boxes, filled with all manner of items, and I got them all for free. It just took time to accumulate them from that same gas station. For my gaming goods, I specifically use them for packaging, game boxes, and some cased games. And in case you are wondering, this is the box that Bug Juice, the sugary kids drink, is delivered in. I recently got a couple new ones, and the boxes are now branded, so there's no mistaking what the box was originally used for. But I'm certain this isn't the only box that can do these jobs so well. It's just the first one I found, and I've stuck with it. You may have your own favorite boxes or box tips, especially if you've ever worked in a game or media store, and it would be great if you shared these in the comments. But we can't talk about cardboard boxes without at least mentioning their obvious shortcomings. Cardboard boxes can't withstand moisture as well as plastic boxes, so if you're storing things in an area that has any potential of flooding or leak damage, make every attempt to at least keep them off the floor. And they can't seal as well as a plastic box can. So if this is an issue, think about taping up the seams before storing. And cardboard can be strong, but it isn't impervious to damage. But then again, plastic can crack or become brittle in a way that cardboard doesn't. It's entirely possible that under the right conditions, cardboard storage boxes can outlive plastic, honestly. Cardboard boxes do a great job. They're easy to label with just a marker, very versatile, yet no one talks about them. I hope this video can spark that conversation and give cardboard boxes the appreciation that they're due. Thank you for making it to the end of a very commonplace topic. I expect my next video will be a little more exciting. Here's to you turning your game room ideas into game room realities.